So I've done a 45-minute class this morning, working on the meridian energy lines, and something which is called like, well, it's pronounced different ways, but shaky energy, shaky yoga. Basically just like mixing yoga and dance a little bit just to wake us up. So if you want to, I'm just going to mute everyone so that we don't get any crossover of music. I've done, oh, can I not? There we go. Mute. So I've done a playlist. So if you want to play that now, the first song is American Beauty. And we're going to start standing. So no rush, but find your position in a standing posture. And gently close down the eyes kind of halfway. So it's first thing in the morning. And this morning, I really want to work with the ethos that we're trying to wake the body up with a bit of movement. But before we do that and before we rush off and start to move the body and shake out any of the energy, just gently close down the eyelids. Hands are going to hang either side of the body, the palms facing forward. Feet nice and grounded into the floor. And just stand in complete stillness. Just notice the body in complete stillness. Notice if you're holding the shoulders up by the ears, let them be heavy. Notice any sounds in the room. Just check in with how your body feels this morning. Maybe your energy levels are a bit low, maybe they're really high towards the end of the week. Just acknowledge that as an observation, how you feel today. And just start to notice any parts of the body that are talking to you today. So maybe a little bit of pain, maybe some aches. Just acknowledge that these are quite normal. And in yoga, we're just reassuring the body that we're safe with the movements, never pushing us into a position of pain. And then option 2, silently make yourself an intention for today. So we've got 45 minutes. You've already done the hard bit. The hard bit is getting out of bed and getting onto the mat. Just bring to your awareness one thing that you're trying to cultivate in today's practice. If you're struggling for inspiration, then my morning mantra, if you like, is going to be, I'm just going to have fun with the practice this morning. Take away any seriousness, take away any worry about doing any damage to the muscles or working myself too hard. Just try and let the energy flow and have a little bit of fun. So for a moment, just close down the eyes completely. Just bring your awareness inwards and start to connect in with the breath. So start to deeply inhale and exhale through the mouth. I'm going to cleanse out any of the stale energy. So let's inhale for 2 through the nose. Exhale, sigh out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale in, exhale, sigh out. Inhale in, exhale, sigh out. One more. Inhale in, exhale, sigh out. Let's gently blink the eyes open. And for now, let's just start to circle the hips left to right. So kind of, feet are going to stay where they are, but you're just going to swing the hips from left to right. Let's take the arms with it as well. So just swaying the arms. Let the arms be heavy. Let them just kind of flop each side of the body as you swing from left to right. Keeping the feet nice and flat on the floor. You don't necessarily need to go too far. And then when you're ready, gently slow it down. Let the arms come to a place of stillness. And then when you're ready, on the inhale, we're going to sweep our hands towards the sky to a prayer position. And then on the exhale, bring it down to the heart. So nice and slow to start with. Inhale, reach up. Exhale down. As you inhale, reach up, I want you to feel as if your ribs are flaring out. So you're really exposing your ribs and your heart towards the front. And then in the exhale, drop the shoulders away from the ears as you bring the hands to the heart. Inhale up. Exhale down. Pick something to focus on in front of you. So maybe that's the camera, maybe it's something directly in your eye line. And let's make this a little bit meditative, but a little bit flowy and fun. So take it at your own pace. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up nice and tall, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. See if you can make it a little bit flowy, make the arms really flow up and down. And just notice that we're trying to start to bring that new energy of the day into the arms and the heart, the shoulders and the back. So all the bits of the body that have been laid down all night, just gently bringing awareness and blood flow back. So let's do 5 more of these. So nice and simple, really warming for the shoulders. And then when you've done your 5th one, let's gently bring the hands back down to prayer at heart. Push your thumb into your chest bone. And we're just going to look down to our feet, and you're going to walk your feet. Let's walk our feet to about hip width distance. Keep the hands at prayer at heart center. And then on the inhale, this time you're going to reach your hands up towards the sky. On the exhale, bring your hands to heart, but this time you're going to put a gentle bend in the knee. So a little bit of a squat. Inhale, straighten the legs, reach up. Exhale down. Inhale, really reach up. Imagine you're trying to show them ribs to the front of the room. And then exhale, squat down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale down. Let's take 10 of these at our own pace. So maybe you want to do a few really slow ones. Maybe you want to be really energetic. Remembering we're just trying to flow the body and create that energy feeling. Just do what works for you. This morning I'm feeling my body still wants to go a little bit slow, so I'm going to ease it in until we get to the fun, shaky dance part. And then when you've done your last one, you're going to gently come back to standing. Bring your feet back together. Put your feet together so that you feel like your legs are one nice strong trunk into the ground. And then we're just going to gently work in with the breath. So placing your right hand on the middle of your chest and the left hand right on top of the belly button. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, feel that stomach pull in as the air expels out the nose. So take a deep breath in and exhale out. Feel that stomach kind of pushing away from the hands. Inhale in. Exhale out. So we're going to do this for 20 breaths. So pick a point to focus on and let's inhale in, exhale out. In, out. Continuing at your own pace. And just for a moment, just let the attention sit with the breath. Forget the body, forget the mind. Thoughts come in to play, then just see if you can let them pass by like clouds or bits of smoke. Focus on the breath, focus on your body. And we're going to be creating quite a lot of energy in the next 40 minutes or so. So just give your body this time to connect with the breath and see the breath as if you're taking a coffee or a drink before you're about to do some exercise. It's what's going to get you through the next 40 minutes. So really slowing the breath down as you inhale in, exhale out. Inhale in, exhale out. Taking 2 more of these. Deep breath in. And on your next exhale, option to come to sitting if your legs are a little bit tired. Otherwise, you want to walk your feet to about hip width distance. Just look down to your feet and make sure that they're straight. So some people have a natural instep, or some people have a natural, so you can see my feet on the camera, so the toes either go out or go in, and we don't even know we're doing it. We do it automatically. So just checking if your feet are nice and parallel and straight. And then you're going to clasp your hands together. So it can be right to left or left to right. You're just going to interlink your fingers so that almost as if you're trying to pull your right hand to the right and the left to the left, you're going to clasp. If that doesn't work, you can interlink your fingers together. Either way, making sure that your elbows are kind of in line with your shoulders. Make sure they're not too high. You want them nice and low. And we're going to work with an energetic breath exercise here from Kundalini Yoga. So just to kind of get some fire in the shoulders and the heart space. So take it at your own pace, but see if you can challenge yourself to keep up with me with how I talk the breath. So on the inhale, you're going to take your right elbow up and your left elbow down. And then on the exhale, we're going to go the opposite way. So on the inhale, right up, left down. Exhale, opposite way. But we're going to do it quite quick. So we're going to inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. So imagine that your hands are pulling away from each other and lift the elbows up and down and unite it with the breath. In, out, in, out, in, out. Really forceful breaths in and out through the nose. Start to feel that fire in the shoulders. Start to tell yourself in your head, this is fun. It's going to feel fun soon when we start to do the flow. And this is just a preparation to wake up the muscles. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. 5 more of these. And then when you've done your last one, gently release the arms either side of the body. Take the palms facing forward, but take the hands slightly away from the body. Just notice any energy in the arms. Notice any change to the heart rate or the breath. Gently connect back in with the breath with an inhale, exhale. And then when you're ready, sweeping the hands above you to prayer. And on the exhale, you're going to drop the right hand behind you and the left hand in front of you. And just twist the torso to the left. So nothing too dramatic, but just a gentle waking up for the back. So let's inhale up, exhale the opposite way. Left arm goes back, right arm in front. So you want the pelvis to stay forward, but inhale up and twist the opposite way. Inhale up, exhale left. And then continuing to do this for a few more breaths. I'm going to check. So if you're with me on a playlist, we should have a bit of a bouncy song to try and make this a little bit more energetic. So as you inhale up, as you take it over to the left or the right, just gently bounce your knees. Inhale up straight. As you go the opposite way, gently bounce the knees. Inhale up. And then let's flow. So let's do it a little bit almost kind of intuitive, almost as if we're dancing rather than doing a strict routine exercise that we don't want to do. Just let the body flow. So maybe taking it a little bit quicker, maybe up, twist, up, twist. Just remembering to connect with the breath. Inhale in, exhale out. Taking 5 more of these, so you might start to feel the energy in the arms starting to burn. That's just fire and creating that energy to try and stick with it with the breath. And then when you're ready, gently release the arms either side. You're going to take your right hand on your left shoulder, left hand on right shoulder, and then just gently drop the shoulders away from the ears and just connect back in with the breath before we move to the next pose. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale out. Take 5 deep breaths here. I'm going to open the window a little bit more as I am roasting. Connecting back in with the breath. Connecting back in with the focus wherever you are right now. And then when you're ready, we're going to start to pick up the pace a little bit. So remembering that mantra in your head, whatever you've got for your intention today. Remembering that as a class, the energy we're trying to share is to have a little bit of fun. Bring a little bit of energy to the day. So you're going to walk your feet a little bit further than hip width distance. So not too far so that you don't feel balanced, but far enough so that your hips feel a little bit open. And then we're going to start to slam the heels. So you're going to inhale, lift your heels off the ground, and then exhale, bend your knees and really slam the heels to the ground. Inhale, your arms can come up if you want, or you can leave it just with the body. Inhale up, exhale, slam, 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 slam. So I'm going to use the arms as a little bit of a motivator, let people get a bit of momentum, but just do whatever feels right for you. And remember that we're just trying to shake up the energy. So imagining that you're shaking away any of the tiredness from last night, any anxiety or worry about the current situation that we're all facing. And let's just have a little bit of fun. Let's slam, slam, really push the energy to the ground. And then with your arms, I want you to start to bring them in. And we're going to move from left to right. So as you slam the heels to the ground, the arms are going to come up. And on the exhale, you're going to imagine that you're pushing the energy to the left. Inhale to the right. Inhale, left. Inhale, right. So literally imagine you're throwing the energy to the left and then to the right. So with yoga, we're always throwing the negative energy away from us. We can't resist, we can't help it. Negative energy will always happen, but we can throw it away. Throw it to the left and throw it to the right. Take it at your own pace. If you want to go really slow, you can do. Otherwise, see if you can go a little bit quicker. Trust your body that it can connect with the breath when it gets tired. And really slam the heels. Slam. Slam. Slam is probably a bit of a harsh word. Probably think of another word that's a little bit more yoga-ish. And then when you're ready, take your last slam. Always finish on the side that so you've got an equal side. So I started on the left. I'm going to finish on the right. And then gently walk the feet back in to meet each other. Let's connect back in with the breath with Tadasana. So feet together, knees together, thighs together, hands either side, body palms facing forward. Nice space in between the chin and the chest. Close down the eyes. Tadasana is mountain pose, so we're standing tall like a mountain. Imagine someone is picking you up from the crown of the head, stretching out your spine. And imagine your feet are glued to the earth like roots of a tree. So we're only going to connect with the breath for a little bit because we've got another lively song that I can hear on the playlist, which makes me want to move. So gently connect back in with the breath on the inhale, exhale. And then when you're ready, we're going to move to a lunge. So let's sweep the arms up, hands to prayer, down to heart center. On the next inhale, you're going to step your left foot forward, right foot back. So we're coming to a lunge on the left side. So depending how dynamic or strong you want the pose to be, you can take the feet further away from each other, or to make it a little bit easier, bring the feet a little bit closer. Either way, you want to take your right foot out to the side so that you're not on a tightrope. So we don't want the hips to be kind of restricted. We want there to be a little bit of space between the right and the left foot so that we've got the hips facing forward. Place your hands on your hips and make sure that you're facing forward. Inhale up, arms to the sky. As you exhale, bend that front knee, and we're going to cactus the arms and open the heart to the sky. So inhale, straighten that front leg. Exhale, cactus the arms and really reach up as if your heart is trying to reach up towards the sky. Inhale up. Exhale, bend the knee. Let's make this flow a little bit. So inhale up. Exhale. Remembering these movements are fun, so it might feel quite restrictive. So the more we flow, the easier they become. So try and make it one movement. Maybe starting to bring the arms in, sweep them forward, up and round. Just have a little bit of fun with it. The main thing here is that we're bending the front knee in the lunge, opening the heart towards the sky, and then we're straightening the leg to give that muscle a little bit of a break. It's only early. Taking a few more of these. And then when you're ready, after your last lunge, gently straighten that front leg. Hands are going to come to the hips. Make sure that your hips are facing forward. And then where possible, you're going to fold yourself over like a piece of paper from the hips so that your chest comes towards the top of the left thigh. So we're just trying to stretch into the back of the left leg here. Hands can come to the top of the thighs if you wish, or hands can be clasped behind you. And let's see if we can open up into them shoulders at the same time. Either way, you're going to imagine that your spine is nice and long. So try not to round into the back and then hinge at the hips. Feel that stretch in the back of the leg. So stretching is getting rid of any of the tension, any of the tiredness. And then gently back up to standing. Give the legs a kick out. At any point if you need to take a drink, you take a drink. Give the arms a bit of a shake out as well. Remembering we're moving for fun to wake ourselves up, not being told to do it by some cruel exercise. And then the next thing we're going to do is the opposite side. So we're going to sweep the hands up to sky. And then the exhale, bring the hands down to the heart. Step forward with the right leg this time. Again, set yourself up. So there is cues in yoga to make sure that we're keeping ourselves safe, but ultimately your body will tell you. The body's the best guide if you listen to it. So just check what works for you. For me, I need quite a big stance in between my left and right leg so that my hips can face forward. I don't like too wide of a stance because it loses my balance, but just be intuitive of what works for you. Find a place where your feet are in the ground like roots to a tree. Bend that front knee. And then on the inhale, reach the hands up towards the sky. On the exhale, cactus. Bend it a little bit forward and really shine your heart up towards the sky. So on the inhale, we straighten that front leg. And on the exhale, open the chest. So again, let's make this a little bit flowy and fun. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. You might feel a little bit stiff and achy because it's a morning practice. This is where the breath comes in. So really inhale in, exhale out. Deeply breathing in as deep as you can. And with every exhale, just bend that right knee a little bit more. Start to feel that right leg activating. The burning energy that you might get. I know I am, my right leg's burning. That's just the body waking up. It's all the fresh blood and oxygen going to the muscles as they start to be used for the day. Making it a little bit fun. Take a few more of these. Bend into that front knee. Take one more. And then when you're ready, straighten that front leg. And again on this side, you can walk the back leg in if you need to. Hands come to the hips. And really imagine that from the tailbone right up to the top of the head is like one straight line. So we don't want to round the back. We want to keep the spine straight. Fold yourself in half like a piece of paper from the hips. Fold over as close as you can towards that right thigh. So even if you just get, I'm not particularly far, even if you get a little bit over, the idea is that we just want to feel stretch in the back right leg. It can also help as well if you kind of push your bum away from the foot, so behind you, just to feel that stretch. And then breathe. When we're in the stretch, we need the breath. Inhale in. Exhale out. One more. Inhale in. Hold it there. You're doing great. Exhale out. Gently bend the knee. Step the feet together. Kick them out. Shake the hands. And then setting up as we're building up it like a song from house music. We're building up to the beat. We're building up to the punchline, the bass, the drop, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to really try and bring in the shaky energy for the next bit. So this is going to be really intuitive. So I want you to just kind of forget your ego, forget any defensiveness, any anger, any fear, any worry, any of the negatives that stop you being a little bit silly. And then we're going to take it a little bit freestyle. So to start with, we're just going to bend the knees. So finding your pace. Bend the knees, and then just notice what the arms do. So my arms are automatically swinging from side to side. Bringing your awareness to the present moment. Notice if you feel a little bit awkward, maybe. Maybe you feel like, not sure what I'm doing. What we're doing here is we're releasing any energy intuitively, also known as somatic energy. So releasing the negative energy through the body automatically. So we're going to start taking it a little bit more with the arms, shaking them out to the side. You've got the song that I've got on the playlist now. You should want to, this should be too slow for you. You should want to move a little bit more. Take the arms up to the sky. Just notice what we're doing. It's first thing in the morning, and we're just flowing the energy through the body, shaking it up like an egg timer. And then I want you to start doing the same thing, but I want you to start walking around. So walk towards the front of the room. Maybe take the arms to the side. These are what the moves work for me. So maybe for you, you want to kick your legs. Maybe you want to jump, star jump. No one's watching. Well, watching me, but they're not watching you. So whilst you're doing this, I want you to feel as if in your breath, you're very energized, but you're just throwing away anything that you don't want around you. Let's start to jump up if you've not already. Take the arms up and down. Really let it be intuitive. If you want to, you can close down the eyes. I'm not going to because I might bump into some furniture. But maybe shake it from side to side. Maybe hop from side to side. Bit of a kick. And it might not look like a yoga pose, but we've combined it with yoga poses so that we can really connect with the fun, energetic energy inside of us, the type that makes us a better person to ourselves and others, and the type that's a little bit more fun. Taking it down a little bit low, see if you can bend the knees. I'm breathless already. Just do what feels right for you. So maybe clap the hands. Just being aware that all you're doing here is moving the body in a safe way. Shake the arms, shake the feet. There might not be many chances to go out and dance in the next few months with COVID, but you'll always have the chance to do it in your home. Maybe click the fingers. Oh, feel a click. Click and a clap. So we're not going to do this for too much longer, so see if you can just really enjoy it. All we're doing is moving the body. Maybe shake the head from side to side. Loosen up the muscles in the neck. Maybe nod the head. Burn, baby, burn. So we're going to do this for about another minute. So just find what works for you. Maybe just slam the feet into the floor. Shake the arms. Whatever it is for you. Maybe take the arms in circles. These are just ideas for moving the body in a different way. And then give it the last bit of energy that you've got. So maybe jump up and down, bring the knees to the chest, kickstart Friday. Power's inside you to do this at any time. And then when you're ready, very slowly, slow it down. Start to just walk around a little bit slower. Start to move the arms either side a little bit slower. Start to connect back in with the breath. I'm not sure it's because I've been talking, but I'm really breathless. Dancing takes it out of you. And then when you're ready, come back to a still position. And we're going to sway from side to side with the arms. So putting a soft bend in the knee to protect the back. We're going to sway the arms to the left and then to the right. To the left and then to the right. So we're combining yin and yang. We've just done yang, which is the energetic, masculine side, not male, but masculine side of the practice. And then this is Mother Yin, slowing it down, starting to feel the connective tissues and the muscles and making sure we don't exhaust ourselves. And then when you're ready, let the arms come back to center. You're going to stretch your arms out either side and then place the palms facing forward. And on the inhale, bring your hands in front of the face. And then on the exhale, take the arms out and imagine that you're shining the chest towards the sky. Inhale in and round the back. Exhale, open the chest. Inhale in. Exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale out, nice. And then let's bring a bit of a fold into play this morning, which is really good for the morning to kickstart all the digestive systems, everything that works hard for us all day, every day. So if you've got a mat or a bit of space, stand until you've got a bit of space behind you. And then on the inhale, you're going to sweep your arms up to the sky. And then the exhale, take a step back with your right foot. And then with your left, a little bit strange, taking a step back. And then gently fold from the hips. So come into ragdoll, hinging at the hips. Take your feet wide if that feels better. Make sure you've got a gentle bend in the knee. Tuck the chin to the chest. Shake your head no, and nod your head yes. And then let's bring a little bit of rhythm back into this. Let's just gently bounce into the knees. Maybe swaying your arms from side to side. So still feeling the body wanting to move. And then when you're ready, on the inhale, you're going to sweep your arms up to the sky. And on the exhale, we're going to fold again. So if you feel okay and you don't feel too dizzy or anything like that, then you're going to continue this with the breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. But we're taking it nice and slow. So inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. So after moving the body and shaking it all out, this is making sure that we're restorative as well. Inhale, reach up, nice and tall. As you exhale, make sure you hinge at your hips. Bend in the knees to protect the lower back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. Inhale up. Exhale, down. Inhale up. Exhale, down. Let's do 2 more of these. Inhale, really reach up to the sky. Exhale, fold at the hips and really bend into the knees. If you can straighten the legs, then you can do that. Most people have really tight hamstrings, so that might make it a bit difficult, so just bend the knees. And then when you're ready, you're going to pause in ragdoll. So after your next exhale, come down to forward fold and stay there. Let the arms drop. And then when you're ready, just very gently bend the left knee and straighten the right leg. Hold there and breathe. So depending how tight your hamstrings are, this might be quite easy or it's quite difficult for me. Everybody's different, but just listen to what your body needs today. Change side, straighten the right leg, straighten the left leg, bend the right knee. Gently bending both knees. And then let's just hang out in ragdoll for a few moments. Really let the head go. So if I was there now, just imagining I was very gently placing my hand on the back of the head and just making sure that it completely releases. Dropping the shoulders. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, very gently rise to standing as slow as you can. Option to bring the hands up with you in prayer. And then very gently, we're going to come to a seated position. So if you'd rather continue standing, then feel free to do so. Otherwise, come to a seated position. And I will join there with a glass of water that I need. So come into a seated position. And before we finish the practice, we're just going to make sure we slow it down a little bit. But at the same time, making sure that the body is still feeling quite energized for the day. So removing the flesh from the sitting bones, or maybe making sure that if you've got like a cushion or something, you're sitting on the back of the hips, folding the legs, or even doing this in standing if that's better for you. Either way, I want you to imagine that from the crown of your head, you've got an invisible cord that's just pulling you up towards the sky. And then from the base of the spine, you've got weight in the bottom of the back and the pelvis that's really grounding you to the ground. Close down the eyes. And we are going to finish the practice today with a little bit of an upbeat energy. But before we do that, we're going to give the body a chance to rest and restore. So find the body again in complete stillness. Notice how easy the thoughts come and distract you. And the key for me is just acknowledging that that happens. We're never going to stop it. But what we can do is train ourselves in how we react to the thoughts. We're all a work in progress. So just giving yourself a bit of gratitude for even getting on the mat this morning. Continuing to connect with the breath in complete stillness. And then when you're ready, gently blink the eyes open. Morning yoga practice wouldn't be a yoga practice without a couple of twists. So let's place the right hand on the left knee. Bit right there with the sun. Let me see if that's a bit better. And then we're going to twist over towards the left. So before we start to twist, making sure that the hips are nice and straight on the ground. We don't want them to lift off the ground. If your legs are in front, then making sure your legs stay in front or standing, then you're good to go. And then right hand comes over to the left. And then for now, we're just going to reach that left hand up to the sky. So the left arm's reaching up nice and tall. The torso is very slightly twisted to the left. And then you're going to drop that left hand behind you to the floor, or maybe just hanging behind you. Maybe grab the back of your top if you're standing up. And then you're going to inhale nice and tall. And then on the exhale, you're going to look over your left shoulder. So on the inhale, we sit tall. And on the exhale, our torso twists. So we don't want the hips to twist. We want the torso to twist round. And then we're going to do this with a little bit of a flow. So on the exhale, unravel. Take the left hand to the right. Same with the other side. So right arm up. And then let's twist to the right. And then we're going to make this a little bit flowy. The idea this morning was to have a little bit of fun, to make it a little bit intuitive. So on the next inhale, I want you to unravel, move to the left. And then the right. So arms can kind of come and go as they please. Maybe swoosh them like a flow. Maybe just swing them from side to side. And then take it really intuitive and just move from left to right. So very easy and soft. We're just going to ease the breath into the twist. Take 2 more on each side. Remembering what we're doing. Having a little bit of fun and moving the body. Releasing tension from the muscles. And then when you're ready, gently back to center. Hands come to your knees, or if you're standing, hands can just hang either side of the body. And let's just rotate from the hips. So imagine the legs are all really heavy. Just take the torso round and forward and back. And again, make this intuitive. So close down the eyes if you want to remove the ego so you don't know what you look like. And then really try and release into the shoulders, release into the hips. Click to welcome here. And then change the direction in the opposite way. Really hope the sound isn't very good in this video because my stomach just rumbled. But that's always a really good time when we do a yoga practice in the morning. It kickstarts the digestion, metabolism, and gets us ready for a nice brekkie. Breakfast for anyone that's not from Liverpool. And then gently come back to center. And then we're going to just work in the arms before we finish with the energetic part of the practice. So taking the arms out to the side, we're going over to eagle arms. So left elbow on top of right elbow. And then if you can place the palms of the hands together in like a twist, or maybe just the back of the hands come together. If that's not right for you, if you've got any shoulder issues, then even just placing the arms on top of each other or grab opposite elbows. The idea here is that we want to open up into the back of the heart space. So finding your position of your eagle arms, make sure that back's straight, drop the shoulders away from the ears. As you inhale, reach the hands towards the sky. And as you exhale, take them towards the ground. Inhale, reach up. Exhale down. Remembering to enjoy the movement. So maybe you need to take it a little bit flowy to enjoy it. Using the breath. Take one more. And then gently unravel and change side. So this time, right arm on top of left. Maybe just grab the shoulders is enough for you. Or maybe go into full eagle arms. On the inhale, we reach up. And on the exhale, we reach down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Notice the difference on each side. This side for me, I could do all day long. It feels so good. The other one, not so much. So just notice what side it is for you. See, I can only comment on my body, but what's your relationship like with your body? Can you notice where you hold tension? Be really curious. And then after your next exhale, you're going to gently release. Hands come either side, and let's just sit nice and tall for a moment. And then gently rolling forward onto your hands and knees. We are going to come back to standing. So if you want to come up back to standing, whatever way is best for you. Otherwise, you're going to come to tabletop. And then you're going to bring your weight back into the heels. Hands really press into the ground. Tuck the toes into the ground and then push up into downward dog. So walking the dog out, padding the heels towards the ground. And then if you've come straight to standing, then just connect back in with the breath with Tadasana before we join you. Otherwise, in downward dog, push the heels towards the sky. Sorry, push the heels towards the hips towards the sky and the heels towards the earth. And then very gently, you're going to walk your hands to meet your feet. And then gently coming back up to standing. Moving this again so you can see me. And then we're going to finish by honouring our intention that we did at the start of class, with making sure that we start the day and the practice with a bit of fun. So it's always hard in the morning to motivate ourselves to do exercise, but it is ironically the best time to do it because it can affect the rest of our day. So finding a comfortable standing position, take your feet a little bit wide, wait, take the weight over into one foot and then the opposite. Just start to feel the energy and the balance as you move in between the feet. And then I want you to come up onto your tiptoes as much as you can. You can see my tiptoes. So come in as high on the tiptoes as you can. And then see if you can walk forward a little bit and back a little bit. Just really starting to get the pressure into them toes and the feet. Releasing any muscles, so taking a couple of steps forward and back, and then gently place it down. Now see if you can bring the weight to the heels and bring the toes off. So you might need your hands here for some balance. We're just trying to release in different ways in the feet. And then gently release the toes back down. On the inhale, reach the hands towards the sky. And on the exhale, down to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale down. So we're going to connect with the breath one last time before we finish. We're going to inhale, reach up, and really connect in with the breath as you reach up. And as you exhale slowly and bring the hands down to heart. Inhale, reach up, nice and slow inhale. Exhale, bring the hands to heart. Remembering to have a little bit of fun, so really reach up to the sky. And then exhale, hands to heart. And then we're going to finish with an energetic release of any energy and also creating energy as well. So I want you to do this quite intuitively, but for now we're going to start together and we're just going to start swinging the hands either side again like we did before. Just starting to get a little bit of movement. And then gently coming back to center. And then we're going to start to just pad the heels again into the ground. So these can just ease us into being a little bit intuitive. And then raise the hands to the air, and then as you slam the heels, see if you can swoosh the arms down. Really starting to move the body, start to really slam it into the ground. And then I want, if you can, to take your awareness away from what you're doing kind of that we're doing on a Zoom camera. Close your eyes if you feel that you can. And then just take any movements that feel intuitive. So maybe a step from side to side, maybe swing the arms. Whatever music you've got going on now, just see if you can, at least for a moment, take the pressure away from trying to do a prescriptive move and maybe just walk around. Maybe start to kick the legs out, some energy. Start to notice maybe this feels natural or a little bit strange. The idea here is to keep the body moving. So maybe hop on the feet, maybe lift the knee to the chest. Just notice that the movements can be quite intuitive. Shake the arms into the sky. Shake them around. And then we're going to try and make it a little bit flowy. So wherever you are, so maybe flowing the arms from left to right, maybe the feet. Close down the eyes and take your awareness into what you're doing, moving the body. You don't even need to think about it. Just move the body. Step, make sure the feet are moving. Remembering what we said at the start of class, we're starting our day today with a little bit of fun, a little bit of moving, taking the seriousness out of the practice and bringing it back to the whole point of yoga is so that we can be present in the moment and the body, and that we can be energized, healthy, and connected to each other. And then when you're ready, slow it down and start to find a place of stillness and standing. Open the eyes and pick a point in front of you in the gaze so that you're staring right ahead in front of you. Hand either side, palms facing forward. Just not acknowledge how the body feels now compared to at the start of class. Gently sweep the arms up towards the sky at prayer and then bring it down to heart center. Gently inhale up. As you exhale, come down and pause through the third eye. May you always have kind thoughts about yourself and others. Gently bring your hands down to your lips. May you feel safe and secure to speak your truth. And gently bring your hands down to your heart center. May your relationship with yourself and others be happy and healthy. Gently acknowledging the power of the practice and moving the body. Hope it's shook up some of the positive energy and got rid of some of the negative energy that we've all created at the moment. Wishing you a fabulous Friday or whatever day it is that you're practicing with me. The light in me sees and acknowledges the light in you. Gently bowing your head to the practice and to each other and to yourselves for the energy. Namaste. And a cheeky little forward fold for me. Namaste.